Los,
Hi.
Mooks. Hey guys.
Oh, wait, I want to say this before I forget it and then we can bring it back in.
Okay.
Um, shit. What was I about to say? That, oh yeah, with being high, being this close to this frequency that I'm now catching, being that close to it, and then not knowing that brought me to that next level was making me like, fight it in a sense.
Like
But
kind of being nervous in a way?
Yeah, but the cannabis would, because I didn't know, and the cannabis would come in, and it was just trying to push me to that next frequency. But like I said, you having to like have that mindset ready for it. So each time that I would get that experience, it was building me up to encompass more of I.
And it's crazy because I was really, it was also the work on self. Like for me, as a God, it'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna get nowhere if I don't meditate.
Yeah, that's another
That's
thing.
where I thought, I'm like, yo, if I don't meditate, then nothing gonna happen.
But once you start, like once you start, the rest of the process just flows. You have to get to that point.
It depends on how much intent you have.
Yeah.
And know if you set in your head what you want to say.
Yeah, and for
Because that's
some,
really, that mantra is really powerful.
for sure.
Because anybody could just think anything and just be thinking about church the whole time meditating. You're not doing shit. You have to really like make sure that you're putting your whole chi and life force into that right then and there. So
And
that
that's the
cosmic
thing.
force like can come right back in your
And that's the thing,
chakra.
just like how everyone says the universe works, whether no matter what you come from, belief system wise, wherever you are, like most people know that you have to put in that work to show the universe you want it, and then when the universe comes in, it just flows right through you. So you have to get to a point where you can now recognize, oh yeah, I'm here now, and then let it flow. But you can't just come into it thinking I'm gonna put in a week or two work and then boom, and not really care about it that much. For some, it's also building that willpower of wanting to do it. Something has to come in for it to spark that
That's
real
what it
true
be.
interest in you.
You see, that's what it be, that people be fighting like Isaiah. Just certain people, because I know they can feel it.
But then at the
it's
same
just like
sense,
something. It's just like, but that's the willpower.
Yeah.
That's the part you just gotta fight that procrastination and be like, bro,
I'm gonna just try it. But I also don't think that. I think it's also a sense of everyone has a timer put on them. If you're not here right now, then maybe you're just not meant for it, or you're just here to learn something other than this war. I don't know, because I was also
thinking about that.
I was gonna say
too.
it's like a timer. So you might not have that willpower for it yet because it's not your time yet. Yeah, you can understand it. Now you grasp it. Now that seed is planted into you, and that'll start blossoming when it's meant to blossom. Just like me. Like, yeah, you talked to me about it for years. I didn't wake up until I got to the point where I'm like, Christianity isn't working, but I want to feel a deeper connection and I want to heal from all my pain, so I don't know what to do. Then you came in and I'm like, can you just help me meditate? And then it became a whole new thing. But that, like, my timer had already started going off before that point. I just had the seed was planted, because you would talk to me about it for years. The seed was planted. It started blossoming once I got to that period where I was just standing in between two dimensions, two worlds, Christianity or spirituality. That's what I was thinking in my mindset. And then, as I started exploring and growing and just trusting that it would just come to me, I figured out, okay, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I know it for sure now. Now it's just about putting in that work of wanting to heal and get right and show them. But I already had that intention coming into it. I wanted to heal so bad. I wanted to just be fearless, at peace, and calm. And so me trusting that this process would at least help me do that, now I found the whole truth behind other things about what we're really here to do. So it's just about is that seed ready to be sprouted yet? And yeah, you
have to be pushed to the walls. So
Yes.
your intent, so you can really dive into it with actually wanting to understand it.
That too.
And not just with your just pride up, yeah, this ain't shit for real.
And
I'm
that
gonna just do it
timer-
because somebody told me to do it. You have to really like been going through everything and just try to look and envision and think about everything that you could with that reality, and then be like, all right, let's really try this reality now.
Yeah.
And then that's when that shit will happen.
For sure,
Like,
because
for
I was
instance-
cut off from all corners, y'all. I used to like smoke all the time, but it never hit me in the way it hits me now. It was fine. I would just be like, have a human being high, if you want to call that. And then at some point, the weed just started bringing up all my trauma. And that's when the seed was ready to start sprouting. And you just don't realize that instant. And like, I just couldn't run away from my trauma. I tried to go distract myself and do all these things until I could not run away from it. And that pain and that energy just sat in me. No matter where I went, no matter where I tried to do. And then I had no choice but to face it. So I'm like, yo, can you help me meditate? And then for me, just wanting to heal, having nowhere else to go to run or distract from that healing process, and then everything else just started flowing in. For sure.
And the main thing for the God's word is just the sex, bro. It's the sex, bro, because that's when your higher gets actually want to break through. When you feel like I gotta watch some shit, or I gotta be my shit, or I gotta go slay some shit right now, no matter what. If you would have just say fuck that every single time that shit comes up, bro, I promise you'll be straight. That's when your shit will flow for you, and meditate. Because you have to let this energy flow through you. This is your kundalini, your life force, okay? So when you keep charging it up, once you get them through them chakras, nigga, boy, yeah, it's about that time now.
And then-
because yo, my fault.
No,
I
you're
don't mean
fine.
to cut you off, but this is the thing with the sex too. You're gonna have a lot of sex dreams, okay? Because when you be watching a lot of shit, this is what's bad about it, the intent that they have behind it. You don't know what the intent is, and the intent is very powerful. And they send sentient thoughts not deeper than just the sex shit. So that shit gets locked in your sacral chakra, okay? So then, once you do start saving your shit, don't be upset if you have sex dreams, because these are just realities that you're just experiencing, so you can let go of these subconscious shit that they was putting in your dreams. So it's detoxing your kundalini energy. When you gonna wake up with, nigga, I woke up with hella nut dreams, nigga. I had nut all over my shit, and I would cry on some shit because I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, nah. But really, it's just that shit is really cleansing up out of you and getting your kundalini back to its natural state, because that shit was like, it was poison. You had a poisoned sacral chakra, so your sperm gonna be poisoned too, okay? So when that shit comes out of you, you gain that up, and when you do your meditation, do your sacral mudra like this, and close your ass, like breathe through your ass, like clench your butt, and you're gonna feel your nuts move, and then that's when, like, say you've been holding your shit for like a month or a month and a half, start breathing in, like hold it the whole time, and keep holding that shit in, and you're gonna feel your kundalini just moving through your body. And then when you sun gaze, look at your pineal gland so that shit can hit the top of your crown chakra. Therefore, when it opens more, you have more etherical downloads coming into your crown chakra. Get
And then to piggyback off that, because that was true for me too, as far as I just don't let her do her thing. But that was true for me too in that aspect, because when I first woke up, a lot of my dreams would be at my old house where I experienced the most trauma. So whatever reality you were living in before you woke up, you will have a lot of dreams like that based on like the past shit that you've experienced, because your chakras are detoxing from those subconscious memories. And
like, it be them thoughts that you have when you're low vibrational, you're just sitting there pondering about a thought and creating a whole fucking false reality. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Them shits actually do get stuck in your subconscious. So you'll have these random ass dreams and these shit like this because you did create them. So you're just experiencing them real quick, so you can just let go of them shits, literally.
For sure.
And this is what it means to reprogram your subconscious mind.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot it. But coming back to why we're actually starting this video is because the download I was just getting on basically think about your avatar as like a prison for your soul, but only for one piece of your soul. Your soul is way too big and vast to be able to fit fully in this avatar. And that's something that I was fighting too. When I get twitches sometimes, or I feel like energy in my chakras building up and it kind of feels painful or scary, instead of running from it or assuming that maybe I'm doing something wrong or I'm not healing enough from it, it's healing. And that's what we were talking about in the beginning of the video. I mean, it's letting it flow. That's what we were talking about in the beginning of the video. Once you get to that certain point where you'll get to a certain point where you're starting to reach higher dimensions, and that's when you can, like, that's when the universe just flows and everything will happen. That pain that you feel, that energy that you feel will naturally align and clear and detox and all those things. You'll naturally have your days where you're healing or crying. You don't have to force it or do a bunch of shadow work anymore. It'll just start flowing. And that's what I was saying about the soul being too big for the body. You're also training your mind, you're training your avatar to fit your entire soul. If you think about your avatar only encasing one piece of your soul and the rest of your soul is around it, you're training, you're calibrating your body, you're training your body for it to grow into your soul. Your soul is not trying to grow into it. Your avatar is trying to grow into your soul. And that takes a lot of mind work, and that's what this ego is. It's detaching from that human side, this avatar, and then becoming completely one with the soul. So then that metamorphosis will kick in and it'll start, And then if you notice body twitches and all that, or like the heavy feeling in those chakras, that is literally your body being calibrated for it to start fitting that soul in there. And that's why meditation is really helpful, especially if you smoke some cannabis, because she helps you she helps your mind start building
Your
itself.
spirit.
Yeah, your mind, but your mind too. Everything.
That's
It's helping
your spirit, though.
Oh, that's deep. I didn't think about it like that. But yeah, it's helping it calibrate itself for the fact that it's fitting in more of your soul at such a fast rate. That's what cannabis does. It speeds that up for you. It tries to push you to the next dimension so that your mind, or your mind, this avatar can start fitting more of your soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's when downloads will pour in. That's when you'll start putting shit together. That's when your healing will flow. And you don't have to force it once you get that. And then don't fight it. I get twitches and stuff, and I start overthinking it and stuff. But just letting that flow and being in the present and not nitpicking every single thing. Like what we do, we get a download or a crazy, beautiful experience. And then I would sit here and nitpick every single little thing because that's what us goddesses like to do. But like that is a really good tool. Like that's what we're made to do, to just analyze and know every single little thing about something. But that is a tool that you kind of have to put to the side because that can block you from just letting the healing flow and letting the moments flow. Once you experience something beautiful, let it be what it is. Maybe you'll pull a few downloads from it later, but don't focus on that all day or all week.
And for God, see, what we really need to be working on is focusing on our feminine energy, guys. This is why I be telling you guys, start connecting back more to nature and speaking to everything. And this is how your energy will be more abundant towards you. Because if you're constantly telling everything around you, which is your reflection, you love it, and I love you, and I salute the divinity in your soul and spirit, you're saying that to yourself, and you're just boosting yourself up and charging yourself up, okay? So then when you do connect to cannabis like this, now you're really connected to nature. So her spirit is connecting far more than it ever would if you just was not giving a fuck about knowing that she is a soul and spirit and communicating with her and asking her to do these certain things for you, okay? And then you put your intent to her. Whatever you need her to help you out with, thus it shall be, okay? And her spirit will connect to you, and then you have to just slow down. Slow down, let them shits come through you. You feel me? Don't get up, move too much. Just, if you need to walk around a little bit, let it out. Go in nature, bro. You gotta walk, chill, get in the sun. You feel me? Relax. And you're gonna have to. You. Some of them downloads might be crazy, and you might just take that breath, catch the wind.
And you'll notice too, the more you meditate in the wind and do these breaths in the wind will naturally start linking up with you. It'll go past your nose. That's where you'll know breathe in.
Yes.
And then I'll hear hella wind in the back by the trees. I'll hear them brushing the trees, and that lets me know, okay, now it's time to let it out. So a lot of these things will link up with you and help you, especially when you're trying to learn to be in the present and be in the flow state. That's the main thing. That's why it's so important, because when you're not in the flow state and you're like too focused on other things or hyper focused on other things, you're not allowing your mind to be trained to fit more of your soul in. So
because you have to expand your consciousness. That's what it means to expand your consciousness. If you're consistently thinking in the box, your ass gonna stay in the box.
Exactly.
But when your ass keep completely expanding outside of the box, nigga, the box needs to get bigger.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening.
For sure. And that's what the whole metamorphosing process is. And just learning to get to that flow state. You will have to put in a little bit more work in the beginning, and then you'll get to a point where shit will just start flowing. You don't have to try as hard, especially when you have cannabis or you have shrooms and you're using them for the right purpose, and using it in even maybe small amounts, and letting that small amount calibrate you more to be able to handle the plants, our medicine. Because at least for me, like I said, I got to a point where I could never smoke without being paranoid. I was fine. I used to smoke and just, like I said, have a human being experience. Sometimes I'd be goofy, sometimes I'd be tired, sometimes I'd be horny, or all the above. And then, like, as I started waking up, or my, seed was sprouted even before I started waking up, it would just be a point where I just get paranoid, because that means I cannot use cannabis anymore to mask my pain or my fear or what's stuck in my traumas. She's always going to just pull that veil down and just show me or let me feel everything at once. So that's what the whole calibration process is. And that's how you can connect with your plants better and use them for the right reason.
And this is the other reason I want to bring up about connecting back to nature and speaking to everything. That also means like the solid realm. You can look at your bed, say, I love you, bed. This is a whole alive realm. Everything has soul and spirit, okay? And for the gods, like I said, and even the goddesses, we need to be working on that too. But the gods for sure, because you need to get up out your ego, nigga, for real. You need to get out of your ego and acknowledge everything as you, so you can get your dark matter energy back to its original state. If your ass stay fucking masculine all the time, nigga, that's not the natural flow of dark matter energy. So when you start applying these things to you, getting up out your ego, your dark matter energy comes back to its natural state. And then this is where you become more and more enhanced, more feeling, more connected.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Very deep.
Very deep. Well, you know, damn, that 15 minutes feel like 5 seconds.
No bullshit for like 5 minutes, but this is gonna be a really great video. I hope you all learned something.
Word, for sure.
And you can definitely ask us questions.
Yeah,
we be
got
wanting y'all to ask
all our
questions.
reflections, my nigga. So we got you. I love you as I love myself, nigga. And I love myself so much because I love you. You feel me? So ask us questions. You know, we'll drop what we're gonna actually do now. We do this every day, nonstop.
Yeah.
So you're probably just gonna see videos
Especially when we
drop,
smoke,
drop because this video was just just one of the aspects of what we do throughout the whole day. So what we're trying to catch ourselves when we do it, because we're like, yo, we get so deep, you guys need to see where we're at, you know? So we're gonna just, some of them videos might not just be titled, it just might just be, you know, just
Whatever.
you just gonna have to tap in and just view the downloads coming in, just view them, just
For
view them,
sure.
just view them. And that's gonna help you guys expand your consciousness, because when you do that shit, it affects the whole. We all thinking on large amounts.
Yeah.
we need to. Y'all ass need to. Sometimes you need to pause the video and think deeper. Think about something deeper to connect back to us. You feel me? And then put a comment like, "Yo, God, what if you?" You feel me? Boom, and then that's where we. A whole planetary shift. That's the planet. That's the shift in consciousness right there. There's too many of us thinking like this right now for this system to even exist anymore. So if your ass keep thinking like this, how the fuck is you gonna? Yo ass, we here, nigga. You feel me? So, yeah, we got y'all
Sure.
for real, family. And I love y'all.
I love you.
Hello, Mira, che stickets, hello, mirum, che stick, hello, me kai, room sticks. Hello, mirum, kala, tela, room, me kala, kai, room, sticka, etelo. Hello, me kai, stick, hello, mirum, kala, stick, hello, mirum, kale, me kai, sticks. Hello, me kalo, mox. Nila room, che stick, etelo, mole, kai, sticks. Hello, mirum, e kai, room, estelo, room, elad, me kalo, mox, sticks. Etela, mirum, e kai, room, elad, mo, kolo, me kai, zika, room. Kalo mooks, eka stick tell a room, eka stick tell a room seats. My back hurt. But look, if you guys also wanted to know, since we about to post this on YouTube, you guys want to know a secret?
Here
If you
you
stay to
go.
the end of the video, you're gonna hear it. But if you didn't, you don't know. But for all my YouTubers and all my family, if you know, if you don't know, I'm one of the original 23 scientists of the cosmos, nigga. Grandmaster of all the angelic beings, nigga. Yeah, that's me. You feel me? So, no, I'm not just saying that to just talk shit, but I really want you to know that this is really important coming from us. We're really important souls and spirits. We all are, you feel me? So it's not, you don't gotta look at me just as a young nigga, you feel me? Age ain't even real.
Yeah, we're
we all
equals.
soul and spirit. So take this information and really apply it to your life, and I promise you, you'll do beautiful things. My brother, my
Bullshit.
sister, we got this, guys.
We love
We got
y'all.
this, guys, for real. Keep little me reading custody. Oh, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Love y'all.